Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Crusader King Story Sicily here on the Lord Master channel as the landless adventure part of the gameplay continues before eventually that we'll make our return to the region of de jure part of Sicily, which will happen one day. But however, in order to make that happen, I need to build up a force because I've decided that if I wanted to tell somebody, it's like, hey, can I purchase your land and then I settle in here, I'll take over as its custodian while you can get out of here? Not gonna do that. Our main focus as of this time will be to continue to make upgrades for this here camp as we're improving the level of the baggage train. And if you hear banging possibly in my here room, there's banging outside by those people who are working on that roof still, so apologies in advance. Anyways, so we're currently upgraded to level 4, then spin it up to 5, then to 6, and I'll switch over and start upgrading the proving grounds for all these types of men-at-arms that we'll be getting, which so far I only have the Koni that we got from being in the area where there's Croatian culture, even though that's also available for other South Slavic cultures as well. And also got the Sicilian archers, which is our culture men-at-arms. Once I made my fortune here in the Northwestern Balkans, I am going to return to Egypt to get the Maburizan. Because as we all know, that characters of that culture have that. Anyways, and then after that, I was looking around for all the cultures around the world to see what may have or may not have, and then I saw, oh yeah, the Sephardic culture it's there a bit. And what do they have? Well, there's defensive tactics, which is unique for all cultures of the Israelite heritage. They have the Shoma, which is basically an improved skirmishers. Well, the only difference is that they have more toughness and a bit more towards screening compared to the regular light footmen. As you can see, the comparisons here. 13, 39. So, Shoma do a much better screening than the regular light footmen. But they don't pursue, is the Shoma. That's what the Koni are for. They should be the ones to do the pursuing. Even though our skilled archers will also do that to an extent. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Make my fortune here. Travel to Egypt. Go pick up some Maburizan. And then go all the way to Gibraltar to get the Shomer if the Safari culture is still there. So, let's go do some crime, huh? That's gonna be the first thing that I'll do. Because, well, I firmly believe in a get rich quick. Let's go visit the city holding. Let's see. Treasure map. Gimme. Head back. A treasure of a lifetime. The retired treasure hunter Dragoslava needs help locating one final elusive hoard. This will remain as long as you have the treasure map in your possession. You'll pay 75 to me. And since I would be gaining provisions, but it's possible we can make more gold if our provisions are the max. So I would be willing to do some quick crimes before we get out of here. So I'll accept this treasure map. Dragoslav walks up to me and pats my shoulder. Such a good lad. I appreciate your aid in this one final excursion. So he handers me a tattered treasure map. The wrinkles around her eyes softening as she smiles. It might not look like much, but I wrestled with Charnabog himself to obtain this. Treated with care. Pausing for a moment and let the Word sick of the old woman and cackles. Whenever you're ready, we got a treasure to dig up. Damn, she's in poor health. I mean, if I wait any longer then she'll die, then all this would be for naught. Well, I guess we got no choice head on. Where is it exactly? Child of Montes in the county of Bonazzuli. Where? Ah, Sardinia. Oh yeah, I'll definitely be there. We can set sail to there, no problem. We're seafarers, for the most part. To Sardinia we go. Travel without the camp. Spalatos to the Adriatic, to the Gulf of Otranto. And then on our way back, goes Sardinia, Gulf of Taranto, and then you'll be back there. So low chance of danger, so we should be alright for the most part. Let's go. The ambush strikes us almost as soon as I have the cause to enter the waters. Swarms of Dalmonte fighters pull out of the prepared hiding spots and beeline straight for me and my small group of retainers. They're well armed and armored, too much for an opportunistic attack. A militia, then, or perhaps a household troops, come to cut me down for my crimes. The giant of a man leads the charge. Following his charge to me, the top is our Death! Death for glory! I'll do it, lady attacker. Simeon and I stalk around each other, each weighing our options. He hefts a fearsome sword, while I grip my own Havratsky sword tightly. The deadly weapon feels cool and weighty in my grasp. Only one of us is walking away from here today, and I intended to be me. Strict guard. Better men than you die trying to break my guard. My sword is a better protector than any shield, parrying, countering, and guarding against Simon's every move. Where he moves his sword, my sword is there. Waiting. Simon cracks his neck, then starts raining blows against my guard. A marathon of powerful cleaves that almost break me with a relentless velocity. My form is good, if only smaller. His stance is passable. My opponent's guard is fierce, I feel far from victory. An opening. Try my steel, scullion, due to my high intrigue. Like a viper, with immense speed, he strike at a momentary weak point in his guard. It becomes easier for my foe to injure himself. With all my strength, I surge past its guard and launch a fervent strike at my sword, aiming to run through. Only in the narrowest of margins stops me from claiming bloody victory. Unexpectedly, he manages to swing a vicious kick from my suit momentary humbling. My form is good, if only smaller. His stance is a disaster. We're evenly matched, with victory balancing on a knife's edge. Fool, take this, because I'm a hunter. Feint and stab. Feinted with left with my sword, and I stab right with an offhand dagger. Knife to hand. Intrigue +4. My sword makes a quick slash one way, only for me to draw a fresh dagger with my offhand and lunge at him as he attempts to parry. Unexpectedly, he manages to swing a vicious kick from my shin, momentarily humbling me. Again. My form is excellent, with little chance of mistake. Stands a disaster. My opponent is reeling for me. Victory so close I could practically taste it. I'll show you how I have the sword. Confident attack. Confidence leads to competence, they say. And my strikes prove that. Siri hits me with a ferociously powerful cleave, following out the successful blow by attempting to kick me. I dodge sideways, slamming a quick slash on his back as he passes, and my opponent tumbles to the floor. Staying on the offensive, I stab between his ribs with a firm strike of my sword. Simeon vomits a thick spray of blood and stomach acid immediately, choking and spluttering his last as the concoction rains down on him. Trickling back into his mouth and nostrils, not long before the choking stops. Goodbye, Simeon. My Croatian sword took a bit of a beating, but now, off the treasure hunt. As Simeon's spattered corpse crumples to the ground, a cry of dismay goes up from his troops. With their commander dead, the locals from around utterly shatters and breaking a messy retreat of my soldiers hot on their heels. I glance down at the body. Death or glory indeed. The poor fool. I get the prestige, which is good. It's good to have some prestige. To the treasure. And what's our return for the treasure hunt? Start making some fortune up there. And then, remember, doing some business in the areas of Croatia and Bosnia and Herzegovina. And then head to Egypt. And then to Gibraltar. And probably head back to Spalato since I feel more comfortable there due to me being familiar with the land. And speaking of being familiar with the land, for future reference, my wife, Gordana, my soulmate, I would like to learn of your language. We should get this ample steeds. This road's kinda crumbly hill the past few hours. I was getting away. After a while longer, there's no end of the hillside. One of the giant fence to get first. He says, Lord, the mountains cannot carry on like this much longer. The poor animals need a break or if it'll collapse. We'll stop to rest. Snows foil the stable during the months. Yeah, should rest. Don't want to rush things here. As we walk through the streets of Bonazuli, there's a loud ruckus by one of the market stalls, with two men yelling at one another. Before we can make our way there, the man's already stepped in between and talked them down. "See, it will be fine," he tells the man with the stall with a smile, hands him a coin. With that simple act of kind generosity, everything returns to normalcy. He turns to us as we approach. No banner or mark telling me of any liege lord. Perhaps a wandering knight? An honorable knight like you should serve a lord like myself. You got good prowess. You could definitely be good for something. As we arrive in Montes countryside early afternoon, I began to look for clues as to where the marker on the treasure map might point. Walking about the hills, I notice a well-hidden cavity in a rocky cliff. It leads to a small cliff. Inside the grotto, it's decorated depicting very strange and of lugubrious activities. Oh, dusty wooden chest awaits. I open it, uncover a hefty stash of gold, jewelry, and valuables. Let me see. Just paid me 75. And all the provisions, which I can usually get them by stealing. Finders keepers, I need the money. Because I'm that kind of guy. This morning we asked for directions to our next destination from one of the locals passing by on the road in Dolia. I'm not sure whether we should have. We are lost, in other words. These directions we were beginning to follow, were they bad directions to begin with, or did we just misunderstand? Maybe we should go that way? Go get the ample stage. This makes travel to go faster. Reduced gold cost to manually reinforce interaction for the cavalry regiments, particularly the Coney. And this would definitely make improved pursuit for the said Coney. Heck to yeah. Yeah, we can get that later. It's only for a few months, and you know how long these schemes tend to take. Excellent. Remember, I have no children right now, and I mean legitimate children. Regardless if it's a daughter or a son, will be the heir to the camp. We're here. Gather provisions. You're a hunter, so go and hunt. And you did. We're gonna go visit the city of holding here. Supplies. Is that the Megas over there? Got some. Anything? You don't do this for once. I've done a few scholarly works myself. Create a work of learning, transcribe text. Transcribing text is simple. Small payment, but I simply wanted to fill the and also to stall for time. By stall for time, I mean, you know. You know, wait for this thing to be built. Just want to do a few normal things before we get the big. The boss doing gardening? I don't do that. Aye. It's not good enough at this. Stick to the script. Don't have a lifestyle trait for this passage. Intrigue lifestyle trait, which I'm not yet a torture. Wish I was more learned. All the more reasons why I gotta learn the local language, since I feel like I've been here for so long. Well, I did what I did. Small payment, but it maxes out to the provisions. And if you ask me, of my learning, it's good, but not that good. Cardano, you should be my second. You'd be much better. Help me out here. Learned scholars of Yiddish letters. Writers from all across the land are directed to the Kings of Barbados Castle for gainful scribing work. Now look, the payment isn't as good, but still. This is just something for me to do to pass the time. Until this structure's built. A little force attempts putting up so every few evenings, something we've gotten very, very good at as of late. First one, and then another, and another. With people and tools spreading down the lines to help their neighbors in a model of speed efficiency. Drizislav and Lutamisel have generally gotten along in the past. Seems to be bonding tonight as they aid one another. It's a place for everything. Everything in this place. As it should be. I say this because fixed layout domicile building. Good thing we have that. So let's get to work, huh? I hum as I look around Kenzo Berto's study. Plenty of scripts, manuscripts, and short stories are gathered here. In neat stacks lined up on the shelves. A piece of work is necessary, judged by its length, surely. Even the mention of a single word can evoke complex emotions. But first things first, what the size of the work do I have in me? Reach for 3 chapters? But please remember, with more chapters you face increasing amount of challenges. The rewards will be stacking, but so will the difficulty. Oh boy. Complete learning challenge. Combined challenge is not a relevant skill or draw from your experience traveling. Win 1/3 of your challenges for qualifying. 2/3 success. All exceptional. Well, my creature will be exhausted, and an additional chance of a skill point on in the last chapter. My creature will be exhaustive. I'm gonna regret this. Our beginnings. I peered down at the blank page in front of me. Words. Why is it always so difficult to start the story of my life? The quill gently stroking my chin, I carefully ponder what the manuscript should be about. Kids about to want a discussion pertaining to the art of deception. A valid point for me to consider. Now, where do I start off? One treatise on deception. En route. Combined learning and intrigue. 95% chance that this chapter comes out well. Score 1. And gain a bit of gold and provisions. Terrific chapter. As I sit writing, I enjoy some delightful bird song finding its way from the magnificent gardens of Berbe. The Servids pop by occasionally, quietly cleaning room or providing morsels of food. They'll take care to the utmost to be silent and carefully closing the door on the way out. I reflect over this all while considering the next chapter should be about. Another chapter on discretion, mayhaps. Terrific. Gained a little bit of gold. Well, daylight fades outside, as said by the candlelight in his study. Enjoying the hospitality that comes with being a working scribe. I reflect over this whole while considering the next chapter should be about. Keep doing what you do best. Another chapter on description. Give it up. After a while, as I get into it, I find myself scribbling away, filling page after page with thoughts and observations related to the art of deception. Once in a while, when on and about, King Zilberto seems to pop his head at the start of period my eagerly watching pages of progress. He hums and leaves, seemingly busy with more important matters. Acknowledging this, then I move on to the more pertinent question of trying to decide whether I should keep writing about the art of deception, or it would be wiser to diversify. No. Another chapter. 3 out of 4 towards success, and you got 2 out of 5 chapters left. You got it. Final chapter. Reading through my scribbles, I let out a pleased grunt. Relevant and concise. This should be able to satisfy kids about certainly. Plates kept stacking up as I enjoyed a last shred of hospitality now that my work here is coming to an end. Are servants staying here with the food now, or am I managing things? Okay. What a last chapter. 74% chance versus 25% chance. Oh boy. Terrific! Hidden Bertie flips through the pages of manuscript. Stop it and contemplate a piece of each page. He turns and gently hands the manuscript to Tim. Have you seen this? Let me just put this on display. Such a mind-boggling piece of scripture. Softly and finally leads him mischievously. I particularly like that piece of marginalia. Well done. Enjoy rewards. Do let me know if you ever find yourself back up a bit. I'm probably stretching them. One additional wonder of the world. Pays me 79 gold for this. Thank you very much. Let's do escort emissary. This one pays well. Work faculty power. Carrot to Venezia. Oh yeah, we'll be there. 1% chance of danger. You got it. By the time we get back, we'll be building up again. Gentle mooing and the scent of manure aren't all the Sebenico's hillside pasture lines off the traveler. There's also screaming farmhands that are bellowing, and a escaped bull on the road before us. The behemoth charges to and fro in great distress till it fixed on its victim. Blackman says, atop his panicking steed. There's an opening gate to hold the beast behind. Just one of us needs the courage enough to lure it. Come on, be brave, don't be a 100% chance that we'll capture the bull successfully, and I'd be a bullfighter. Over here, you worthless bull. Oh, hell. My sword. I need that sword. Save it. She's no longer my quartermaster. The photos. 151 gold. Excellent. Still got my sword, but she lost her life for that. She lost her life for it. I got a son. Malik. Like that name. As we pass through the Vandana of Achilles, a jubilant local approached Montage, a small stretch through here, and the sun is offering me a warm welcome, but the finer aspects of the speech are sadly lost on me. Be it as it may, I wave my attentive companions here in joyful greeting. I could hardly imagine a more excellent chance to practice my Subskothovatsky. Join us on our journey to Sparta. That's just to increase a better chance of it. Keep it up. Get another baggage train going. In a year's time, we'll have another slot to build. Just needed more provisions capacity, increased travel speed, and size of the regiments that we plan on expanding to. Yeah. And don't forget, who wants to be the quartermaster? You are. And a head groom for even faster travel speed? Osiris the poet will be. Excellent. A clever observer is needed in Rama. The Countess wants to keep an eye on her neighbors and her dates. Merely curious. That's all I need to know. I can't accept that contract yet. I can accept that one. Okay, there we go. Just to make mountain travel less dangerous. Head to Bosnia. To Crusader. I was supposed to meet Gojko of Upper Bosnia's spymaster Adronica. When I arrived at Rama, the castle seems empty. Is no one about? You look confounded at the traveler. Comes a whisper to Charles. Are you really suited for this task? What we need is someone vigilant, cautious, and subtle. Afraid to look about, the voice appears to come from a different accent. You seem to be none of those, says the voice. Countess Andronica Ramos appears behind me. Start planning a breakout immediately. Just need 5 enters and we got it. It'll take a while. While investigating my acquaintance Gojko, we've uncovered a secret held by Ostro, knight of Gojko of Upper Bosnia. The ways in which seeks pleasure in revolting any of these men to think of you is not merely willing, but eager. Feels so unnatural and sickening. No, it is unnatural and sickening, an offense against Allah. The food of Countess Jonica of Rama's residence in Rama is excellent, of course, far cry from the usual rough and ready food I'm so used to. I'm very glad you can answer my summons, Jonica says. I'd like to see if there's anything we could do to help one another. After all, there are certain times that a woman of my stature can't get quite as down in the muck as certain jobs require. Well, and we can get provisions through contract awards. Just a little bit of money. Because I'm the kind of guy who wants to have acquired lots of wealth by any means. Look at my code. I failed to find any secrets on the Master Yoda name in my possession. However, truth does not stop us. It would be simple if to make sure that the owner himself did have secrets that would not want to get out. How about a hook from Despot Nikodim? They took the mysterious wine bottle to a nearby village to see if any of the locals knew about it. One of the elders, an old woman with poor eyesight, said she knew about it. As she inspects the bottle, she says, "My eyes may not see well, but I recognize the symbol on this bottle. This is shadow-banished wine." After I ask her to elaborate, the elder explains that as a little girl, her grandfather told her of an alchemist from generations ago who dabbled in alcohol making, learned that legendary recipe to create that wine that provided with the power to easily peer through the darkness, such as night, for a short time. Alas, the ingredients to make this wine were so rare that he only made a few bottles. 100% stop. My liege is satisfied with the insights agreement. You found what? 2? No small feat. As Jonaga Vrama needs to like expose it to someone. How'd you get it unnoticed? I asked, confused. Why call my guards is no longer on it. Only sizable sack coins I find. I'll simply take gold. Try not to think on this. I don't have time for filthy old things. You are stout and watchful. An important convoy is about to depart from Zavricia. A count offers a hefty reward for anyone willing to protect along this way. 147 gold. And some procedure will come along with it. Greetings, adventurers, speaks Envoy. Many of the roads of this world are treacherous. If you'll work for Zavricia, my liege would pay well for your expertise. We carry us a mighty chest of jewels, perfumes, and precious metals. You are to bear this to Kirch and present it. With great ceremony, Praetor Constantinos, a most lavish gift. One day I will place here to deepen my liege's depth. It must be closely guarded. I'll travel this chest always in my sight. But it's a long way, so the best way to do that is to experience, get ourselves the captains. So down to the Aegean. So down the Aegean. And then up you go. And then back the same way. Yeah. It's gonna be a long travel between here and there. It's gonna be a long travel, but we can speed it up a bit by being cautious a little. I'll manage. Go. Then concurrently learn the language. Right-hand man. Second aptitude plus 15. Gain skill points based on camp purpose. In this case, freebooters. My prowess and intrigue increases by 2. At least my leg's not born sickly. Remember, I cannot legitimize because different religion. And also gonna remain in Canaan. Just as everyone assumed there were no survivors on the wreck, however the clothes left on the corpse would indicate that this was once a wealth trading ship. Among the wreckage I see exotic goods and luxurious clothing still intact. Safe for being a little wet, no doubt. These are fetch a good price to make it short. That's it. 10 gold. Oh no, not this then. I'll take the helm myself. Ah, many entourage members drowned. Lubitsa of Konet, Kosen, the good one. A daughter. These are all good people. And I got wounded too, but I recovered. No, failed wound treatment. I recovered, but the wounds aggravated. At least my son wasn't one of them. So in the Black Sea or the Pontic Sea, whichever is called. Just when I was about to arrive here. I think I know a cure. Noble Praetor contains a catch up. This chest heaves of gold, silver, and gems, selected for you from a vast treasure of Count Tanush of Taberna. Praetor contains a strong. Praise God and praise Count Tanush. Few have known such generosity. My thanks, traveler. You are most welcome to remain in Kutch. If particularly there be stray coins lying about your tent. Shed back to my camp then. There, you got your money and you got your prestige. Now back to sea. Huh. You never gave it much notice to the view of that table that you see, the table of the world map on it. How do you like that? There we go. Aegean Sea. We have more sails. I know a cure. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Saldan killed. Murdered by the orders of Saldan II. You are now branded as a murderer. What do you have to say for yourself? He's only intervening on Allied wars, but nothing's happening in his realm. Other than he just murdered someone. You know what? Get it up all the way. It's been another 14 months. There, max size of siege weapon regiments. Something we may also need. And after a year's time, upgrade the rest of the baggage train. And then start upgrading the proving grounds. Because there's about to be some real good lucrative opportunities there. As I finally learned the Srpsko-Hrvatski language, so I wouldn't have much difficulty when traveling in these lands, since I'm still going to be here for a little while longer. Forever infamous. Keep it up. I'll be the torturer eventually. Let's go murder a foe. 216, so we're now back to doing no criminal contracts, which will give you a lot of wealth. Even though I've always been more of a thief, but this one's going to make me a marauder. I would like to improve the bandit. Whew. Get me mercenary guards and the no, pathfinders. Yeah, there's some degree of danger of each come across. We're gonna be in debt for a little bit, and that's alright, because the rewards will be great if we murder good. As we travel through, I take the beautiful view from the mountainside when I steal my eyes away to focus back on the stony path ahead. I realize I've been surrounded by a group of ruffians. A fearsome man, presumably by their leader, steps in front of the caravan. Passing through these mountains will cost you. I don't care who you are. Anyone passing through my mountains pays. He's a leper. Oh, not getting it's easy to battle. Beat the bandits, take the money. Oh shit. Oh, he's caught it. Watch where your stuff, must press forward. She too is gone. I don't need it to be slow. Just get Tishimir delivered to death's embrace so I can stop thinking about him. Are we clear? Growls Shupunk goddess of Lana. I nod. There's a lot left to be unsaid why she wants my death, but what's binding her hands for more common methods? But that's none of my business. One knife cut short and it's payday. Well, let's just get on with our task here. Get your people. We can improve the percentages scheme. We need to get at least 10 advantages. What is? Out of the little cluster of tents that lead to the edge of proving grounds, come across a gaggle of followers having a dinner in a small hut. Curiously, both Euphemios and Gahad are amongst them, neither of whom particularly enjoy one's other company. Before I have time to ponder such strange quirk of sitting, he mutters something inaudible, only for the whisper to send him in blind rage. With a flash drawn, the weapon is drawn and blood's about to be spilled. I had to intervene. Put a halt to this. Normally I would say let him fight, but practicality comes first. Alright. Execute this game. It'll be 90% chance. It's a very good chance. Tishimir has been sent to Azrael's fateful embrace. Thorn my son no longer, thank Allah. Legit to execute our plan perfectly in the dead of the night. He snuck through the gap in the Roman patrols and let himself to Courtiers' chambers a stolen key and brought Tishimir's wretched existence to wet go then. Unfortunately, someone somewhere slipped and let my involvement in the crime be known. At least console myself the fact that Tishimir is worse off than I. What's exact allegations? Well, now I'm branded as a murderer. My general opinion has been lower and lower now. Your receipt, Shapanka, I said, dropping a damp bag on the floor. Saw the fabric tipped sideways, exposing a length of his hair. You took Ramia's head rather too literally, Prince. Must have been the hell to make off the wall. But still, a job well done. Your pays with the servant outside. Divine respectfully depart. Whatever stress I had is now lost. Yep, I'm a killer. And I got high dread and there's no way to get rid of it now, because I'm forever infamous. Unless I play nice. It's been snowing the past few days and the cold is unbearable. I look around to see that my entourage is starting to overwhelm. So I decided to travel on foot alongside them. After we walked through the snowstorm for another hour, he pulls me aside, shaking he yelps. Please, my friend, I can't not feel my toe anymore. I ordered him to take off his boot and have a look at the toe. It's all dark and blue already. At this point, it might be too late to save it. Sure, he even knows how to treat it. It does. Ah, oh, damn it. Not there. He's one of the good ones. One more contract and I'm gonna get out of this mountainous region. But look at this. People of Lower Bosnia, your king reminds you once more that theft of livestock will be punished harshly. No matter the tally or the reason, you've been warned. Look at the potential reward. Either 765 gold or 612 gold. All great reward because it's a tier 2 contract. Because it's played more about a duke. I don't normally do poaching, but why not? Let me be a poacher. There's an art to steal animals en masse. You need to know where you'll be taking them. You can't be subtle, you have to look like you belong. When you meet resistance, brutality needs to be swift. The risk of a stampede or you just lose the control of the earth, otherwise the danger is the whole endeavor. When things go wrong, the prophet sinks faster than a storm-tossed ship. Let's hope Ken's Vokat is guarding his livestock well. We'll be heading over there. This evening, we climbed the low slopes and foothills between the mountains of Donja Kraj, seeking vulnerable herds of cows to drive back to our ruling camp. There's no room for pity, no space to acknowledge the harm that we're doing these meager peasants. These animals will go to us or put them to the sword. That's all simple there is to it. Now comes the time for violence. Cut down any fools who oppose us. 96% chance and ruthlessness pays off. Cattle wrestling. That's what we're doing. Brooke. Research. Say a quick prayer and move on. Soon we climb low slopes and foothills between the mountains of Verbania. More herds of cows. Cut her down. Despite the best attempts of Ken's Vokat and many lackeys, the Silurian sends a reclaim of veritable hordes of beasts from these enormous clutches. Perhaps they're not naturally ours, but what does that matter to us? With sword and axe we take it what we will, and any who oppose us lie dead in their pastures. May their bodies provide good sport for the crows. We eat like kings tonight. Beef! Lots of it! Get a few more gold out of that. I'm ready to get out of this region. And before we leave, let's use up these favors for all the local patrons. Just to give them a finger and give them what we want. Unless I want to participate in a grand tournament, which, of course, the only thing I'm particularly good at is being wit. But it can't be guaranteed of what kind of tournament it's going to be. What? But still. 8 gold? Okay, fine. Give me provisions, and those provisions that we got, even though we're at the max, will give us 20 gold. So that's a good trade. No go, but is willing to hold a tournament. Will not accept because personality. Okay then. Okay, a-hole. Says no. Requested a favor recently. Will accept. 21. Gotcha. Anybody else? 11. Okay, he's willing to do the tournament because excelled. Alright. Don't leave the region yet. There'll be a tournament coming up. 15. I'll take this. Just a bit more gold. Cannot request another grand tournament until tomorrow. No longer the quartermaster. Right, just don't do anything. There's gonna be a tournament coming up, so be prepared. Oh no, that ain't it. That's far away from here. Yeah. Talking about local. Here it is. What kind of tournament is it? Duel and wrestling. Give me a moment. I'm gonna take a drink. Oh, hold on. There's a method to opening this bottle. Okay. So, I want you to train for the tournament. And then, we'll go to it. And after the tournament of duel and wrestling, which are both foot related, go to Egypt. Yeah. Took a while for me to open the bottle. No. Train for a tournament. And then you turn to the right, Pandolfo yells while dealing a powerful blow of my sword that makes me take a couple of steps back. Then we'll go Tony to turn him, my lord, says, drawing his sword. If you want to win, you can't afford to lose. Not even to me. Not done once. 24% chance I become strong. 40% chance that the prowess increases by 1. 23% chance of training successful. 3. Hurt yourself. And for all the others, 46% chance they may increase their prowess as well. My training is impressive. Yeah, you're going to be dueling and wrestling, so you damn right you will do some good training. Right, we must go. Trust me, I don't want to be here longer than I already have. Going up to Grachats. On track to qualify. I'm no beggar. I'm Isma'il Hasmari, and I demand hospitality. 1 second, I forgot to appoint a quartermaster. Krislav the Eden, this is your turn. No time to lose. Marching to the tourney grounds, I joined a group of stoutfers on trading and barbs their attendants encased them in armor. A few spectators already looked down on us, chewing roasted meat and spitting bones. The colonels called for a spectacle. Some of us gripe at this distraction training. Others, amidst the hollering, insist that this has become a moment of proving. I'll show you all how it's done. 100% chance that my training is successful, increasing the score moderately. We ought to go to the artisan quarters because, you know, I have the Havatsky sword. Follower imprisoned. What did you do? Yeah, that's the Sardinian knight we bought. What did you do? He can't handle the dungeon. Would you let him out, please? I'll be willing to pay a ransom, and I'll make sure that he doesn't do it again, whatever he did. I'm willing to pay. Yeah. I ought to smack him for that. Whatever he did. Look at the impressive tailor. We're the same employing. I had to repeat what sound like the most ridiculous statement I heard on it. It's a dueling cloak. Never heard one before? Vaughn shakes her head as I'm the fool in the room. It helps your movement. Helps wake away all the moisture of combat. It also keeps you warm and ready to go between rounds. All the greats have them. Taylor's heart settles down. I move back to my back to the manor room. The fabric's clear out of here. High quality, but a dueling cloak, really? It's my better judgment. Deal. Alright. Commands. To your saddles. Draw your swords. This will increase our score for all of us slightly. And gain a bit of horse and foot on my end. Because I'm brave. We'll go to the tent camp next. I'd be surprised if none of my things. Let us sweep the floor of the other contestants I hear as I walk around the camp. A group of visitors are eating around a pot. I spot the very he's sitting with them. You exaggerate, my friend, he says as he pumps his chest and lock eyes with him. I give him a subtle on. If you'll excuse me, is there something the Lord wants to discuss? Winning will make you friends. 88% chance that he listens to me. My score increases moderately while his decreases greatly. He's salted by the proposal and saw someone else got imprisoned. But anyways, let's get to it. Contestants march onto the field, taking their place around the sparring quad. As they're announced as a contestant commences, the squared off ring is being looked over in the background. Rattled, shaken to ensure no one should give a contestant crash to it. The duel or qualifiers have come to an end. It is clear will be put forward to the quarterfinals stance. The varied pitches and volumes of the crowd still leave no questions of face. For our first bout, I was prepared against my Pandolfo, which in fact, Theophilos, Lutamisu, Lucietto, and Pandolfo were all part of this. As an arrogant man, I would say you concede, but no, I'm ready. worse than me, so this is no way to win. The screeching course of metal on metal rings out as two blades scrape each other down each other's lengths, sparks glittering as they fall to the ground. I look for advantages, thinking back when I am winning this fight by some margin. Just needed to hold it together for a few moments more. We advance upon each other once more. We're both battered, both tired, and there can only be one winner. One final bluff might decide this. Combined prowess and intrigue. 80% chance to score increase monitoring. 7-0, 11 decrease. Got him. My wary thrust goes wide, my opponent contemptuously not even bothering to weave out an accurate attempt. Instead, I find myself instantly on the defensive, parrying blow after blow without being able to answer with any of my own. I backpedal desperately, weaving and dodging, needing to stay in the fight. I sense a win. I rush to reclaim before Pandolfo recovers. He withers under my furry blows, barely keeping form of his guards until he last steps away, yielding. Just called in there. I've won. The battle between my Karen Master Theophilos and Lucetto has been designed. It was closely fought, but in the end, Theophilos was declared a clear winner by the resounding judgment. He's through the semifinal. Lucky fop doodle. The battle between Comite and my friend Lutamissos was decided. It was close fought, but in the end, the undisarmed Lutamissos forced him to concede. He's through the semifinal. Not my fair fight, as he said. Quarterfinals are over now, Albus. Bosch Isma'il, the Silurian sons, Comite the second of Napoli, Gohan, and Theophilos have reached semifinals. There's the Comite of Napoli. I can do this. One final bluff might decide this, and did. My overhand swing is deflected aside. I evade the answering blow. Weapons clash each other once more, parrying and thrusting as the crowds gather and cheers and gasps. Neither of us can find an opening. I sense a win and rush to clear before he recovers. He withers under my furry and blows to keep before his guards until he last steps away, yielding. Judges call in. I've won. Above until you go home, my Karen Master falls inside. After an unsatisfying one-sided bout, no one surprised when him battered Theophilos to the ground, forced to forfeit. He's through the final. Who is this man? An Occitanian blade master. Oh, great. I can do this. I can do this. This might side, and there you have it. Haha. Sauer's bow rings out as my weapon glances off a helmet. My opponent staggered backwards in the daze. I follow up quickly. A swipe feint left, a hammering blow right. I advance as my adversary backpedals desperately, my sword barely being deflected by the barriers of margins. I sense a win and rush to clear him before he recovers. What is under my furry blows, barely keep from his guards till he last steps away, yielding. The judge is called in. I've won. Trumpets sound, a crowd clamors. Competitors begin to assemble. The contest is over. Someone's moment, the sun's being erected. The herald steps forward, voice speaking out across the scene. After many trials, some tribulations, and above all else, some truly spirited competition, Bosch Isma'il beats Gohan in the final. Isma'il is our winner. Truly, there are none in Kabava that can match our skill. Put my orders down. I win 20 gold, gifted duelist, and I'll receive the prizes. Grand Tour concludes. We know with this increased prowess, like that, maybe perhaps I may do well in the wrestling as well. The tourney grounds are bustling with preparations. The pages run out carry pieces of armor to make them look like tiny scarecrows. Wait, one of them yells, picking up a helmet. I hear a familiar giggle from one tributes. I see Mistress Gordana, surrounded by the other women who covered her mouths handkerchiefs. She doesn't wave at me and doesn't need to. Carry some exercise? Call me the walks past face. You'll need it. Of course, the eventual person in me doesn't have time to make some good time with the mistress to impress her, but no. A perfect chance to intimidate that pesky guy. 100% chance that he'll be intimidated and his score decreases greatly. It's just my way of saying, get out of here. You know, we should go to the temple for once. Since I'm still a sinner. Very much a sinner. Take a moment to myself in a small temporary shroud of the Kabbalah. Slavich standing respectfully distant away. Ponder the presence of Allah. I find myself wondering as I wish. My heart of hearts to come see even this days are over. Let me find inner peace. You know, think about what I did in life and all that. Go, Rose, go! Faster, I hear a woman's voice echo across the grounds. I can see a small thing hurry through the sky like a black bolt of lightning. Soon up swoops down towards Fisher. Ah, you must have cheated. Your bird cannot fly that fast. Just look at her. She's fast as a mountain. I could lose her. Shouts over the window looking smug. I don't have time for this. I hear structure being finished. 1 second. Able porters. We need that. Receive occasional events to recruit skilled porters. Cheaper to use gold in a manually reinforced interaction. Ninth effect is per stewardship skill. Yes. Provisions increase and so is supplies. That'll be 7 months' time. Anyways, back to the tournament. Right around the sand, shirtless contestants roar with their bouts as the herald announces the contest's commencement. Some of the competitors rub dirt on themselves, others opt for royals, all looking for a scant advantage in the coming bouts. The wrestling qualifiers coming in, it's clear we put forward the quarterfinals as it stands. Very pitches of volumes, the crowd cheers leaving, most question fades. For our first bout of fair against our fellow contestants going. I beat you before. The final. Hopefully I can eliminate them early on. As a matter of fact, these are largely the same people who competed in the duel tournament. The crowd bays for blood as I stagger forward to confront my opponent again. I cuff away red blood from my forehead and consider the fight so far, musing about when I make my move. I'm winning. Need to hang on for victory. Faint low, go high. 76% chance score increase moderate, 9% non-habits, 14% decrease. Got him. I attempt to throw my opponent, but as soon as I do, I'm sent right into the air myself. I land hard, the wind leaving lungs with a groan. I'm immediately on the defensive, straining to keep from being pinned down again. Moments later, I catch going off guard. On a waste opportunity, grabbing his about the waist and throwing him all the might towards the edges where he sprawls out of the ring. Just called it in, I've won. Felt between the two of my footies, individual. Oh, hold on. Accidentally killed. Lucetto. Defeated Pandolfo. Well fought. To my friend Ludovico Salvan. Outside one time, nobody's surprised when Ludovico threw someone in the ring with a great cloud of dust. 3 cheers. What the hell happened? Call me my crazy files with this. So nobody was surprised when he threw the files in the ring with a great cloud of dust. Unless he was made for his effort and died thereafter. Well, he was a 50-year-old man. He was a beardless eunuch. Yeah. Luchetto will do. Boss Isma'il says Covitan, I believe. Luchetto and Lutomisil reached the semi-final. I'm against Luchetto. Thunk. My body thuds the wooded wall at the edge of the arena, with Luchetto having bodily hurled me there with the stone. No sooner is done than Luchetto's face morphs to a smug smile. And to my astonishment, he turns away from me completely. Raises his arms to the baying crowd, he curls his arms up and flexes the imitation of a traveling strongman. The cheers on the crowd redouble. Those fickle peasants are eating it up. Face me, coward. I'm arrogant, you see. Faint low, go high. Got him. A hand on her shoulder, a deft trip, and an almighty heave. We crash to the floor. All sound is labored breathing, and farther away the roar of the crowd. I scramble on top of my adversary, straight to the press, hold my advantage. Moments later, I catch Luchetto off guard. I make my move, pinning him soundly, holding him tightly in place. He struggles in vain to escape. Just cold in that. I win. What? Lutum is still through. A lot of regret called just. Don't mess with Solarian's first on. Revenge! Oh boy. To reach the final bout, Lutum is still stands for me in victory. It's the immovable force versus the oh god, you got it backwards! The irresistible versus the immovable object. You almost got it backwards. Very low, go high. I got him! I beat the giant. Hand on his shoulder, death driven, an almighty heave. We crash to the floor, all soundlessly breathing, and farther away to roll the crowds. I scramble on top of my adversary, pressing the trace straight to the press on my advantage. Moments later, I catch himself, guard, and make my move, pinning him soundly, holding him tightly in place, struggles being escaped somehow. Holding in, I've won. You beat the Croatian giant. Yeah. I'm an accomplished scrambler. Huge health boost for the next 5 years. I get to win both prizes. I was the indomitable opponent and took first place in the wrestling. My superiority of the blade took me home with the prize in the duel. I fulfilled the contests. So, I won a prize brooch here. A beautiful brooch of very fine craftsmanship. Consists of emerald cabochon adorned with an intricate filigree. Awarded the boss Isma'il by Prince of Escalade for winning this wrestling contest. 58 experience with foot. Oh man, very good. Keep it up. And I become the owner of the prize axe. That'll replace my Croatian sword. A battle axe of masterful craftsmanship. Wrought iron head as VIET to display relief of rose flowers. Then, mounted on a sturdy heft, it is expertly balanced and easy to swing as it is sharp. Awarded the boss Isma'il by Sicily for winning the duel contest. What a great occasion that was. The sword served me well a bit, but this prize axe here will do me good. No. Can't request another tournament like that. I'd like to have some provisions before I leave. Thank you very much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I will take my leave to return to Egypt. What's going on down there? Well, so how is Soldan doing other than murder? Assisting an allies' war. To Alexandria. It's a place to be. Experienced captain, and it costs us to travel faster. Frontier raid. They started the struggle. Who started that struggle? Did you do it? I think it was likely him because he has the level of fame to make it happen. I mean, it started in the Borderlands phase. Yeah, it started a Borderlands phase. Yeah, you're an interloper. Struggle started a few years ago. I didn't know that. Okay, that's good to know. And it looks like it's going to go towards colonization again if it keeps up. It's good that they're having that struggle again. While I'm on my way to Egypt to make a short stop. Now I got a daughter. Xena. Agidia the Stout. Sickly, as to be expected. And yes, you could choose either if you have more children within their camp to be the designated heir, as we have male preference, magnetic cognatic, so you could choose either one. Alright. Now, what we're here for is to go pick up some Marburizon. Here it is. Trainable formation fighting at the same combat. Arabic Marburizon can crush most other infantry in battle. Good against spearmen and heavy infantry especially. They are an improvement to the regular armed footmen, not only good against spearmen, but this fights against other heavy infantry like the regular armed footmen. Right, we made that short stop here and we got plenty of provisions. Are the Sephardic people still there in Gibraltar? Yes. We should go pick up the showman from there. Head to there. And plus, rock at Gibraltar for the wandering lifestyle experience. Back to sea travel again. Done. Okay. What else can we get? You know what? Save that space for siege engineers. For siege web effectiveness whenever we launch that invasion. We should save that on that. Whenever I'm gonna switch to swords for hire, when I get it up, I'm not trying to live a mercenary's life. Just need to increase the number of knights and a few other things. For now, start improving the proving grounds. Costs less to recruit. Why didn't I think this before? But it does increase the size of men-at-arms regiments and increases their damage. So get to work. About to go pick up some Sephardic Shoma. And then you got yourself a pretty diverse army for myself. Croatian Kone, Egyptian Barbarism, Sephardic Shoma, Chilean archers, and of course the siege weapons that we'll have to bring. But that'll be for later, like whenever I said, okay, I'm ready for invasion. Now, invasion is a bit of a misnomer when you think about it, of that word in itself. Because I know I will be landed one day, and it has to be within the Sicilian struggle region. I know where I'm going exactly, but it's not going to be what you people might think. This is just because it's going to live up some... What the hell? Oh, I don't trust you. For once, tail some local ships through the storm. Just this once, out of practicality. We don't want to screw it up like the last time. I took a drink. I heard it said that Maghrebi fishermen are famed the world over for the ability to strip the ocean of its most bountiful and delicious plunder. Today, by the shores of Nabu, I am fortunate enough to come across a Maghrebi fishing fleet. Our entourage sails close to the stray member of the fleet. I'm greeted immediately by the pungent odor of its captain. Honor me, my lord. Can't you see the finest catches of the day? Hey, we're pirates around here. Your fish or your life, sailor. 69% chance to we gain well fed. Go faster. Or I'll get wounded and they'll take my gold. We got it. Yes, indeed. We sell faster. Fear not, we have more sails. My son in there, Malik, is an unusually calm child. When the others play their wild games, Malik often withdraws to some silent corner. He does not speak a lot, but I can tell he's always thinking about something. I wonder what's on his mind. The pensive child. Who's running? Ah, the Umayyad. They're still running things. For now. I'm not expected to do any contract work over here. Because I don't want to get involved in the Iberian struggle. Because I'm an interloper. This part of the world. The Iberian Peninsula is in turmoil. Conflict born of its storied past. Outsiders cover the land, and the great Muslim and Christian powers seek to sway its people. But those who live on dying its soul will ultimately determine its fate. Time has come for you to take hold of the situation of my destiny. I see all the places laid not on the board. I know a way forward. There will be no stopping house tomorrow. I'm an interloper. I don't want to get involved in that. I'm just here to make a stop. Safari is still there. They're still... yeah. Okay, compare and contrast. Again, Shomer do not pursuit, but they're good in fighting in toughness, which, as a reminder, determines how much damage they can take in a battle before they become a casualty. So, these are tough fellows here. But the pursuit, leave that to the cavalry. So, go get it. Alright, thank you. Now, let's return to our... to familiar lands. Egypt. And We got some very lucrative contracts over there. Very well. Yeah. Back to Alexandria. Do not increase the size of them unless you are feeling ready. For now, the priority is spend more money on these proving grounds and its structures. And perhaps increase the size of the knights to get more fighting men over here. A few more would be nice. I never really bothered improving this, but it would have been nice. Horse run. Light cavalry captain needed. Make the Coney have more damage and even more screen. You got it. Horse run. Malik's a genius. Just like your old man. Look at those provisions, nearly 10,000. Highland warriors. I believe that's good actually, because you know Italy is a hilly country. So for a cultural tradition for the Siculo-Arabic done by Saldan here, you know that's a good choice, honestly. Here we are. Where did those contracts go? We'll ask for them. Gather some provisions while you're at it. We'll get some. There we go. Trying to catch it. Steal. Is that the meal over here? Hehe. Yeah, traveling would do. I mean, we still have that baggage train, which this tends to happen. 1 and 2. Escort emissaries. Just something to do. You got it. So to Siwa. Now I don't have Desert Warrior, which would make things better here. Malik's a genius, so I got it. Look, we'll go slow and have a tutoring trip. My heir Malik will be brought to the entourage. Children accompanying the holdings in your domain will be able to increase their skills. Bringing your heir to children will teach them a life about a ruler. He may be a genius, but there's a lot to learn for this child. Another daughter. Antipatra. The culture has discovered the dragoman's innovation. Excellent. As a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, the Mediterranean is an arena of many different peoples, cultures, and faiths. Skilled official interpreters called dragomans are not only mere translators, they use their cultural knowledge and reputation to facilitate international commerce and politics. Decrease legitimacy losses and increase legitimacy gains when taking the decision to contact Mediterranean pirates. Diplomatic range is also increased a bit, and you learn the language 10 days faster per phase scheme. We're exposed to manorialism. That's even better. Try my luck. Nothing here. Sickly too. Nobody ain't gonna notice when we open up some mummy that's got money in it. And you know what, just this once, go for well prepared. It's for supply duration, travel safety increase, and decreased travel option cost. Needed a bit more travel safety. Here you go. Oh, this damn camel. But be careful when you're having very high dread. It lowers the opinion and increases the chance of someone's going to try to come over and kill you. Just take this option once. Take it a backseat of practicality is what I often say. But don't want to make too much of a habit of it. Increase a bit of man-at-arms damage as we increase the size of it more. Careful with that. That's how my father died. Koranist realm. Oh, I know the land of the Koranists. There'll be some degree of danger there. And we can get some good stewardship out of these places. So let me customize that route a little. Yep, from on the way back. And yeah, this here. This will be good. Let's go. Each night, one fire becomes the hub of camp social activity. People coalescing around my inner circle to wag tongues and trade friendly barbs. Tonight is no exception. Look, all I'm saying, I said to the giggling voice, is that poor dude has contracted more venereal disease than he's got fingers. You can't know more than that, for he cannot count any higher. Of course, as the chorus of inebriated Gothels break out of please onlookers to the scenes they're wearing on. I'll tell the joke of my own. What does that even mean, they say? Well, I was just trying to get a higher opinion of everybody, because everybody in my camp that I fear, due to the higher opinion of others, is that... No, the camp temperament is steadfast. Well, shit. The rain hasn't let up while we've been traveling through the Samalup. And I've been nervously eyeing the river's murky waters have swelled larger ever, like some pus-filled blister. My follower Belisarius complained once again. We've been trekking through this sodding, sunken cesspit for days. When there's more of a sense, the bank finally breaks. A rush of thick, dark water starts towards the spies of Belisarius. He's a good one. Save him. If we lose the supplies, thus we will must travel slower. We entered a stretched countryside in Oceanwood that lacked any sizable settlements. As the sun began to set, we come upon a farmhouse owned by an elderly man named Meta. Make yourselves at home and feel free to stay tonight, Meta says, after just welcoming us inside. I was just making a meal. Eat as much as you want. As we chatted and learned that Meta lived here all by himself after his adult children passed away a few years ago from illness. Despite this, Meta retains a positive attitude. They lived good allies. I thank Allah for that, he says. Of course I'm that kind of guy. Perhaps we could steal from the weak old man. Spent piety, gained 40 gold. We lost supplies. Now, let's steal some from the elderly farmer. My servant's pet dog died. As it was really close to the dog, it's been feeling rather dejected and sad. The giant's my best friend, which has been affected from his duties. Perhaps I should say something to him. He would say something like that. But for once I'll say, he's in a better place now, but take your time to grieve. It doesn't make my stress go down due to being vengeful or anything like that. Just be a small guy for once. Pay up. Let's visit a few landmarks. As we went through the outskirts of Courtiers, we see a trail of caravan camels in the distance as we soon meet with their stranger. Good evening to you, worthy friend. Come in, come in. I promise you what I have in my stall, like Egypt herself, are more than they seem. It says, showcase countless shiny tricks before my eyes. That's a court artifact. I'll steal it. Stole the lamp. Just like Aladdin himself. Oh, finally some diplomacy. Best foot forward, very good. Independent ruler opinion plus 20. Initial contract scheme success chance plus 15%. That's very good. It's a court artifact, you won't be able to use it, but it's something for keeps. I strolled through the market in a strange night. Vendors back in an alien town. I'm lost in the sea of foreign scents, but strange all this feels like home. I hear the sweet melodies of drums echoing through the market, dogs crying in the wild. I feel myself starting to belong. My feet rest on alien sand. A strange birds wheel in the sky. And at last I feel satisfied. The man walks through Alexandria. But is he still Isma'il? Perhaps all Siculo-Arabic peoples should find a home here. Preparing invasion. Something we contemplate on for our return to the Sicilian struggle region. Toma, the local captain, and a few of his officers greet me as my entourage to the military camps above it. I briefly observe the regiment grounds and dismount. A group of soldiers are engaged in battle plans. I nod, appreciating an organized chaos. I'm sorry. Now, what would my lord want to do next? Toma looks at me expectantly. I wouldn't mind some sparring. Success. Martial +1. Maybe my martial skill would be good enough to actually lead an army. You know, I have no tactics to speak of. While resting our Charles, we were resting when Euphemius went to search for some water. He seemed to be really thirsty. He didn't have enough water to stay within his water skin. Unfortunately, we realized too late that the water Euphemius drew from looked like standing water. And many are aware that standing water, such as those found in marshes and wetlands, are often dangerous for drinking. Perhaps he was too eager or thirsty and wasn't thinking straight. Anyways, he's already feeling a little sick. I know some herbs that can help. There's a chone here, and my breath missed a small puzzle that traversed the orchards of Manville. Trees are complete, seemingly cowering in what it would call long before warmer days. Sunday, a high-pitched shriek pierces the air. I quicken my step only to find a peasant child below a tree, and shambles and zombing violently. It would seem made an attempt at climbing a tree, forced it to fall on the ground. One of bone pipes protruding at a strange angle. That'll make me feel a little hided. There. Let's do them. Oh, these damned insects. Get away from there. Drained by mosquitoes is no good to know anyone. In Ushmun, back to this place again. We hear rumors of a small Muslim shrine fortunately has healing properties. It is not a major site of pilgrimage, so there aren't many outside the region who know of it. However, this shrine does attract a constant stream of local visitors. Many here swear that worshipping Allah at this shrine has helped the ill recover from a number of ailments. My traveling companions and I debate whether it might be worth it to stop by this shrine. Spend some time there to make offerings to Allah. Sure. Blessed by the local shrine. Haha. 7 years. As I'm looking through the market stalls of Anas, I feel my purse string cut. Despite my immediate reaction, the thief disappears to the ground. Only through pure coincidence, one of my guards sees the man as he heads to the back alley. Stop or I'll have your head. One of my guards shouts at him. The thief turns around and gives us an angry, shifty stare. I have a job offer for you. Think of money as your first payment. There could be some use for this guy. Hey, look at this. When we go to Giza, mug wealthy citizens burn property. You know, let's do these 2 contracts. This can wait for the next episode. So let's do these last 2 contracts here and we'll end the episode. Good citizens of Kozum, be warned you're experiencing a plague of petty theft. Take a firm club when you walk the streets and stay indoors after dark. Waller will deal with these reprobates. Yeah, I'll be there. How much is the burned property? 403, very good. During my travels, I came to a rather friendly village in Giza. And locals respectful and kind give supplies. A few members of my tribe caravan are suspicious, but nothing unusual happened. Such nice people out there. notices the village up here had hold truer than expected. Cosm seems to be experiencing a barrage of petty crime. You just make our way to the city, we're able to count a dozen pickpocketings and one outright mugging. Far too much work for the beleaguered householders is allowed to do. An absolutely perfect environment for enterprise freebooters like ourselves to make a little coin. Let's just get on with our task here. Especially helps that we have best foot forward now. $10 each. Yeah, we got this new guy over here, Aaron. Keep things secret. Oh, it went from 40, it jumped up to 74. How do you like that? I want to get the advantage up to 20 before we execute that scheme. Theodore, the Croatian son of mine, he's a genius too. Alright. The stump. Archer damage for our Sicilian archers will go up indefinitely and add some pursuit to it. See that over there? See the target on it? That's today's mark. Boza! I'll be sure to appoint officers later. By later, I mean some point in the next episode or so. Theodore is comely as well over there. He's going to remain in Canine until he becomes a wanderer. Unless he's got a good education, then they might put him on the council. I sit by the remains of the stick game, letting the sounds and smells camp watch over me. It's different from the life within the safe walls of a palace. Not so very different. The freedom is easy to enjoy. No obligations, no counselors, no yapping. No yapping. It's no counselors yapping. No dignitaries to entertain. None of the downsides traveling to power. Yet these freedoms are duly purchased. The constant scramble for survival wears thin. Increasingly, every night I yearn for a proper bed. I must claim some land in the future. Lust for land I shall now have. It's +1 martial. Once it has the cost of adventure invasion Castleman. +1 martial. Siege time, phase time less. The next 35 years. It will happen within the 35 years. Perhaps sooner than you might think. Let's do it. 95% chance of success. 78 secrecy. Thanks to Abe's utter inability to enforce order on the streets of his own capital, Saracens are able to shake down a collective citizenry of Cosmo for everything they got. Not an honorable way of living, perhaps, but profitable? Extremely. Still, the first lesson any aspiring criminal learns is when to quit. With our corn made, it's high time we left before water gets wind and comes looking for us. The long path ahead of us. we mentioned that he says you're gonna do an invasion at one point. Before we do one last contract before we end this episode, I just want to look at it real quick. What it would look like. Ah, camp's located in the realm, dummy. Look next door. Like say over here, for example. Base is 500 Havolt due to this modifier now. So I think every once in a while you should do things that increases prestige. And let's go visit the castle holding, look for more jobs. Since we're going to be here for a while in Egypt. Marshal duties. Hireling. Yeah, sure. You know, stuff like hired muscle and instructor of knights. But I'm not going to do those. But at least, if you do well, there could be some prestige for you. But you do need some prestige increase during times like these, since you've been more into something lucrative. Anyways, let's burn the property down. One last contract for this episode. Diligent itinerants of suitable character. Generous pay is offered for urgent ground clearance. Confidentiality is a necessity. Hasten to the Al-Kariazamia's castle. 403 gold ready to be paid. But at least I get to be the bandit, as I've been a big-time marauder and thief. Look at that general opinion. I would like to go more into banditry. The letter from Emir al-Islam was illuminating. Seems as would rage over some petty slight from real or imagined. And eager to put the man in his place, but not yet prepared to spill too much blood. The Emir's plan is to set the fire some of the less property that is involved with, or else reduce it in whatever feels suitable. Indulgent are accustomed no doubt with plain intentions, but job's a job. Let's go. Giza seems a pleasant place. Shame to visit under such unpleasant circumstances. Close to nightfall, a small band of my followers and I will wait in the shadows not too far from our target. A well-to-do townhouse, perhaps second residence of a lord or lady. Emir al-Islam didn't see fit to explain where his victim has owned the place. Had interest there or immediately held some affection to it. Soon enough, won't matter either way. Stay quiet. We're away as soon as fire's taken. This method will preserve my anonymity, reducing gallows pay a bit of how you earn it. But nevertheless, pays me well. 96% chance of success, 3% chance to fail. A good plan begets swift victory. The smoldering ruins of the townhouse simply goes to show the truth of the old adage. With speed and stealth, not to mention lack of sober opposition, my followers and I swiftly set multiple fires and retreated with Antiquity. The flames did the work and we simply had to return in the morning to check on the results. From the looks of things, the Emir will doubtless be more than happy to hand over our pay. Ha! Let her know that it was I all the same. Just wanted to be known more as, you know, a bandit around here. But doesn't seem like it did pick up much. Alright. We'll end this episode here. In the next episode, we'll do some more honorable work for a little while. Which, thankfully, I've been making plenty of friends along the way because you nursed them. Mary. Nursed. Nursed. So yeah, I'm a true criminal now. Except being a trickster, but I don't want that. I'm above trickery. I'm more of a confrontational person. At times. How much is that, by the way? In prestige, no. Okay, so we'll do some more work in the next episode, and in that next episode we'll continue to build the structures of the proving grounds, and then once I feel all good and ready, that maybe we should improve that. Let's see, what upgrades does this camp perimeter have? Because I seemingly forgot, especially for stuff like these. Yeah, we just need more furs on. Get some more recruits. That's something we ought to look into before we finally go into invasion. To settle down somewhere. And perhaps go to university. But where exactly? Since I have previously went to the House of Wisdom. That was there. Maybe perhaps old Salerno, even though I'm kind of banned from traveling there. Or even to Cordoba. Or Constantinople, who knows? Oh, that's not much. But anyways, we hope you people have enjoyed this episode. We'll see you in the next one. But until then, so long for now.